The Phantom of the Opera is one of 3 Broadway shows coming to Hawaii this fall. Broadway in Hawaii is going to bring The Illusionist and Rent as well.
For more on this, we turn it over to Howard Dashevsky, who's with a guest. Hey, Dash.
Can you tell it's me? Okay. That would have been really cool if I had the
should have
map.
brought you a mask.
I should have brought a map. Well, aloha, yeah. Bridge Mercer with Kristen Jackson, who, when it comes to Broadway in Hawaii, you're the one that brings a lot of great acts and a lot of great shows our way. This is kind of a banner year. Yeah, we've seen the Phantom before, but it never gets old.
Yeah.
But we have a trio of great performances that are going to be here in Hawaii this year.
Well, first of all, it's been 25 years since the Phantom was here.
Amazing.
So I can't even, it was before I even moved here, so I'm looking really forward to it. But yeah, it's we're also bringing The Illusionist, which is kind of called the Cirque du Soleil of Magic. And then also Rent, which is the 20th anniversary of that show, so it's also been reimagined.
And when these touring companies come here, these are companies, if they haven't played Broadway, they've still been right in some of the biggest cities. This is a first-run show. These are first-run
Absolutely.
stars.
And the Phantom of the Opera has been completely redone. We've got new staging, new lighting. The costumes and the music are the same, which everybody knows and loves, but everything else basically is brand new. So it's going to be a completely new show.
Okay, one of the things we want to talk about, I know is really exciting, is Rent. Not only is that a fun show to be a part of as a spectator, but now people can truly be a part of it. You have open casting calls, and it's not just to be part of the Hawaii team.
Yeah, no, it's really exciting, and they don't do this in all their cities. They knew that Hawaii has a lot of talent here, so they're having first of all, they're having a master class to teach students how to take an audition, and then the following day we have an open casting call. So these are people who will be on the Broadway tour, and the national tour. So it's not just in Honolulu, but would be going all over the country.
So what can they expect? And there's some of the information right there about the casting call. It's going on March 3rd at the Blaisdell. For someone who becomes part of the touring company, what does that mean for them, for their career, for their lives?
Oh, it's a huge break for someone. I mean, what it means is you get seen by, some of the best producers in the business. It really is a huge break for them. They'll get to tour the entire country, a different city, and every week, getting paid to do what they love. I mean, that's really, that's the first thing.
Tom Moffat, when he was alive, bless his heart, I always used to tell him what shows I would love to see here from the Broadway, of course, Hamilton. What is your wish list? And we're not going to hold you to it, but if people, what do people always come up to you and say, man, if you could only bring...
Well, I mean, Hamilton's always at the top of everyone's list, and I think that's on our dream list for Broadway in Hawaii. But Jersey Boys is another one that everybody always talks about. So we did Wicked. We did it about 6-8 years ago, I think. So everybody wants to bring that one back too. So, yeah.
Well, my daughters have gone to some of The Lion King was fabulous when that was here. But The Phantom, The Illusionist, and Rent, this is a pretty strong year to be able to see 3 decent acts. I'm sorry, great acts in Hawaii.
Yes, absolutely. And we'll be bringing some in the spring of 2020 as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You want to kind of drop a dime now? Not yet, okay. We don't want to hold you to it. Well, I appreciate it. It's always fun and it's exciting. And when they come here, they sell out. Hawaii people kind of go mad for it.
They do, but they always wait to the last minute. I would strongly recommend not doing that this time. The tickets are going really fast.
And do you find tourists that come to town end up buying tickets as well?
Absolutely, yeah.
Kind of like when we go to New York or wherever we want to.
Definitely.
All right. Well, right on. We look forward to it. Thank you.
you.
And I'll let her whisper in my ear after we say goodbye about what you want to bring in.
Okay.
But Kristen Jackson, thank you. Send it back to you guys.